God bless you, and thank you for what you do.
Praise God. Thank you.
I was listening to you here a couple of years ago, and you had a program on regarding bone and joint health and degenerative bone disease, etc. And I have a lady friend who was having quite a bit of problem with her spine being displaced in her upper torso. And she would go to the chiropractor at least every 2 weeks, a lot of times once every week, to get realigned, and just having some headache with it, et cetera, et cetera. And I got her to listen to the program that you made the presentation on, and she ended up buying your bone and joint starter kit.
Okay.
This is on, I think she said 2 years ago come September. And I know it's been 4, maybe 5 months since she's seen a chiropractor. And we've both continued to use a lot of your products. Tangerine, for one, we take that religiously.
And how you feeling?
And better and better all the time. You know,
love it.
Well,
love it.
It's kind of like losing weight, which I've been fortunate to have lost some over the last several months. You don't fix it overnight because it didn't get that way overnight.
That's right. That's right. Good.
And,
well said.
You know, you have to go after it for the long haul. And I just wanted to thank you.
Well, thank you.
What you do.
Thank you for thanking me. I appreciate that. God bless you, my friend, and thanks for sharing that. Success stories always help because you never know who's listening, who's going to take your advice and listen to what you just had to say. So
it's just go after it for the long haul because what you do is right. So I do have a question.
Sure, Joe.
You know, and a comment also.
Okay.
About food allergies.
Yes, sir.
I have found several food allergies that I have, and one of those is that you were talking about here just a few days ago was shellfish, namely shrimp.
Okay.
And I developed severe itching in my legs whenever I eat shrimp. If I get off of that, if I don't touch it,
you're good. Okay, cool. Well, so you got to stay away from shrimp. And that's it's not uncommon, shrimp allergies and shellfish allergies, which is unfortunate because they're such a good source of protein and iodine and other nutrients. But if you can't eat it, you can't eat it. Thanks so much for the kind words. Appreciate it, Joe. Have a beautiful day, buddy.
Have a good day.
God bless, my friend. Okay, let's see. Chris in Texas. What's going on? Welcome to the bright side, buddy.
Well,
hey, Chris. Hey, what's up, man?
Have you heard of the FODMAP diet or low FODMAP diet?
FOSMAX diet?
FODMAP, F-O-D.
Oh, yeah, FODMAP. Yes. I have heard of the FODMAP diet. Yeah, that's a fructose diet. Is that what you're thinking, the fructose diet?
Yeah, because I found like when I eat too much fructans or galactans, fructose.
Yes. It's very common. Fructose and fructans and problems associated with these kinds of sugars are very, very problematic. For some folks, they're fermentable. The bacteria in the gut ferment them, and they can produce all kinds of problems. It's called the FODMAP diet, F-O-D-M-A-P, and I forgot what it stands for, but it definitely is about fructose, fermentable sugars and fructose. So first of all, you want to stay away from those kinds of foods if they're problematic, but you may also want to experiment with probiotics. Have you tried using probiotics, the Biolumin Nightly Essence or the Jordan Rubin Bioorganic products? Have you tried those at all?
Well, I was gonna save the big question for later, but won't the probiotics aggravate the? No,
not necessarily. There's good. Not necessarily. No, not necessarily. You got to experiment a little bit, and you got to try different ones. But there's good probiotics. There's hundreds of different probiotic strains, and they're all slightly different. So you're going to have to experiment with them. And I don't know of anybody that's going to find. I don't think it's possible that that you can't use any probiotics at all. You're going to have to experiment a little bit, but because of all the various probiotic strains, you can't make a blanket assessment on probiotics like that. Good bacteria are always going to be beneficial. And if you don't want to use a supplement, you can also use fermented foods. That can help as well. But you're going to have to experiment. It is a bacterial problem. But it may have something to do with bad bacteria as opposed to good bacteria that you get in probiotic supplements and fermented foods. But it is something you're going to have to experiment. It's a sugar problem more than it's a bacterial problem.
Oh, so Ben, do you have any recommendations on like what nutrient dense plants to eat? Because like I can't do nightshades or.
Yeah, you can't do nightshades. You're going to have to experiment. Everybody reacts differently to the components in vegetables and in fruits, certainly. You know, that's a kind of an interesting subject because we assume that vegetation and botanicals and plants are all pure and good and healthy, and a lot of folks say, well, I'm just a vegetarian and all I eat is salad. But it turns out that the sugars and some of the compounds, including the fibers in vegetables, can be problematic for folks who have issues who have gut issues, and they can exacerbate problems with fructose intolerance because of the sugars that are in the vegetables. So you're going to have to experiment. I can't tell you, I can't give you a blanket assessment on what are good veggies and what are bad veggies. It's just going to have to be something that you experiment with. Use probiotics, however, and also make sure that you've got some stomach acid going on, or you're doing something to acidify your stomach contents. If you don't have enough stomach acid, that can also throw off bacteria in the intestine. Use the ultimate enzymes, which contain betaine HCl, a form of stomach acid, a stomach acid replacement. You can also have a pharmacist make HCl, hydrochloric acid drops for you, or you can use apple cider vinegar, or you can get various forms of HCl in health food store supplements as well. That would be something else to try. But apple cider vinegar might be a real easy way to see how, just experiment with to see if acidifying your stomach contents makes a difference. Okay?
One other question, but so you know how glucosamine is a sugar without interfere with it?
Yes, a type of glucose, yes.
So it won't.
It may or may not. Some people have a problem with glucosamine in terms of their blood sugar. It may or may not. Again, it's going to have to be something you experiment with. I would find it unlikely, though, Chris, but just going to have to be something that you experiment with. Thanks for your call. Appreciate it. I got to move on, buddy. We got to take a break. If you're on hold, hang tight. We'll get to you when we come back. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We'll be back after this.
You have all seen and heard about the elements of the periodic table. These elements are the building blocks of everything in the universe. You, my friends, are made from these elements. A shortage of any of these important trace elements can lead to disease. Go with the science and take the Lady Talk Health Challenge and get all 90 essential trace elements with a healthy start pack at LadyTalkLive.com or call 855-333-LADY. That's 855-333-5239.
Research shows it's not just what you put in your body that counts, it's what you put on it as well. Why not use an all-natural, healthy mineral-based makeup that actually benefits your skin? Once you experience the airiness and flawless coverage of Longevity mineral makeup, you will never use anything else. With Longevity, the perception of your complexion will be natural perfection. Animal-friendly mineral makeup at Mary Lou Health. That's MARILU Health.com. Or call 855-321-HEALTH.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
You know, improve the curve appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R-value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE. Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit GoBerkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit The Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of The Berkey Guy.
Hey folks, this is Larry Crisp for BabyBoomerBackupPlan.com. I'm sure you know this economy sucks. We all realize that the American economy is tremendously unstable right now and will likely get much worse. There's monumental debt, government bailouts, stock and real estate bubbles that are primed to pop at any moment, which can flush away most or all of your retirement savings. This type of movement has enormous consequences. Virtually zero sectors of the economy are hiring, and workforce participation is at record lows. Financial trouble is right here at our doorstep. But if you move right now and develop a backup plan immediately, this could be the most profitable time of your life. Proportionally, more millionaires were created during the Great Depression than at any time in our history. Get my free report at BabyBoomerBackupPlan.com or call 888-507-8789 for my free report. 888-507-8789 and prepare to profit as history repeats itself.
The nation's largest independently owned and operated talk radio network. The Genesis Communications Network. GCN.
All right, we're back on the bright side. Let's go to Virginia. What's up, Cindy? How you doing?
I'm doing better.
Okay.
I have some questions for you because you're helping me. I would like to tell you a few things first.
Okay.
I am on nothing with gluten, no oil, no Splenda, and no fruit, and I am a type 1 diabetic, okay?
Okay.
I'm not able to start the 90 essential nutrients until sometime early August.
Okay.
Okay?
So what's your question? What's your question?
But you suggested that I go on a fast, okay? So I started fasting today.
Okay. All right.
Because you've helped me with other things I've called about. My question is this. How long do I have to fast before I can start adding things in?
No, there's no real answer to that question. You don't want to fast, can't fast your whole life, but the less food you eat, the better off you're going to be. Simple as that. As long as you're getting your nutrients. There's two aspects to eating. There's nutrition and then there's calories. Calories aren't nutrition. Calories are energy. They're heat. And calories aren't necessarily your friend after you reach a certain point. Obviously, you need to have a certain amount of energy, but a certain amount of heat or fire in the body, but not a lot. Mostly it's nutrition that you're looking for. So the longer you can go without calories, the better off you're going to be, as long as you get a certain baseline amount of caloric intake. And the key is the nutrients. Those you want to make sure you're getting. And so while you're fasting, if you want to fast completely for a day or a half a day even, or maybe a day and a half, after that start to incorporate the Beyond Tangy Tangerine if you can do that, or maybe some bone soup, which is a good source of nutrition, or even vegetable juices, which are good sources of nutrition. And then they're concentrated and they don't require a lot of digestive work. So you want to, when we talk about fasting, we're not necessarily talking about fasting from nutrition, we're talking about fasting from calories. You understand the distinction I'm making? And I think, by the way,
I'm on the bone soup and I'm on the apple cider vinegar.
Stay on that. Stay on that and fast as long as you can. In fact, you should be able to pull off a couple of days no problem with the bone soup. It's not a complete fast because you're getting the bone soup, but you should be able to do that for a couple of days. I talked to my friend, a friend of mine a couple of days ago, and she gets migraine headaches, and she was afraid when she fasted that she'd get a migraine headache. So I had her doing the bone soup a little bit, and she fasted no problem. She just did a little bit of bone soup every hour or so, I think she said, or every couple hours, and she didn't get any migraines, and she was fine with the 2-day fast. So if you can do 2 days, that would be awesome. I think you had was that you with the seizures? Was that you that had the seizures or the migraines?
Well, yeah, I do have migraines, yes.
Okay, well, use the bone soup. You don't want to go into low blood sugar. Use the bone soup and some Beyond Tangy Tangerine, and you should be good to go. You should be good for a couple of day fast, no problem.
Okay, now one more question.
Sure.
When I've done the fast and I'm adding these foods in, add them one at a time.
Yes.
And if I'm understanding you right, look for all symptoms for 48 hours before you add another food you're trying to eliminate?
No, 8 hours. 4 to 8 hours. Yeah, 8 hours.
8 hours.
Yeah, stomach emptying time, which is the length of time it takes to eliminate food from the stomach, is around 8 hours or so. So within 8 hours, you should start to notice, if you're going to have a problem, you should start to notice. Now, there are delayed allergies that can take place over a couple of days, but for the most part, you're going to notice something within 8 hours or so after you eat a food.
Okay, well, Thank you very much. That's very helpful.
Thanks, Cindy. Good luck, man. God bless. Have a beautiful day. Okay, Mary in Oregon, welcome to the bright side. What's up?
I assume you said